Maybe I'm recording. Okay. Okay, now I'm recording. This is crazy. I'm getting really, really some training here. Okay. If you don't know who I am, my name is Welcome to Thimble, Hook, and Shuttle. My name is Asar, and I want to welcome everybody. Welcome you with a hello. It's Friday night, so it would be what is the word? Um, okay, I can't remember the word for it. Anyway, salam alaikum, and oh God, Shabbat. Can't remember the word for it. And I used to remember. Okay, I used to remember, but I haven't said it to anybody in so long, and for anybody else, um, Sabbath Lord. So once again, I'm gonna try to make sure I don't turn because my lighting is over here, and I don't want to kind of mess up my glasses. Yeah, because I like being cute. So I think I'm gonna turn this way. How's that working? Maybe I'll take these off because oh no, I need them. I can't see. I don't know. My allergies is acting up and I can't see today. Um. So anyway, welcome everybody once again. This is Thimble Cook Shuttle. I live here in Las Vegas, Nevada, with my two puppies, Evie and Coco. Evie is I don't know, she's a mutant Siberian Husky. She's a mutant. This is Nevada, okay? That kind of stuff happens here. And then I had a mutant Jack Russell, who is actually, she's just been crossed. She actually really is a Chihuahua mixed with a Maltese, but she came out looking like a Jack Russell. She has all that Jack Russell attitude. I don't know how that got in there, but I don't know what her mom was doing. Anyway, so welcome everybody. Welcome. Today the dogs are not in the room. I don't know. It's really still very hot here in Las Vegas. I know where Evie is. Her special place is in the back bathroom between the toilet and the shower. It's real cool back in there, and being that husky that she is, she likes being in that particular area of the house. Coco's probably laid up on an orthopedic pillow that she's finally starting to like. So that's probably where she's at. And it's in the coolest part of the house. I, on the other hand, and I'm in this hot studio. But hey, I'm happy because today was one of the few days I was able to record while it was still there, while the sun was still out. And it's quiet. It's quiet here. Shocked. So I decided to record. But before I recorded, I actually was listening to another podcaster. Um, I will talk about her later, and because I'm really interested in getting involved with her work, she does what's it called? Free motion machine quilting. Um, so I want to bring in my quilting some more here. That's the name of the podcast because I quilt, so it's Thimble. Cook, I well, I don't have any of my crochet objects with me right now, and I also knit. And shuttle is because I weave, and now hopefully I'll be able to get some more weaving in as the months get cooler. And that's an excuse because I can weave with something even more lightweight, so it won't be a big deal. However, I want to give you an update of what's going on with my life here in Las Vegas. Once again, it is hot as the devil's toenails here. I'm trying to see where is my phone so I can give you an idea how hot it is. Um, if you live here in Vegas, you don't really care how hot it is. You know how hot it is. No doubt it's above 100 degrees outside. So let me just go here and find out how hot it is. Of course, that's not going to tell me how warm it is here. Anyway, when you want to find out stuff, oh, it's 98 degrees at 7:01 in the evening. Real hot. So, and it was above 100 earlier today. Um, some of the things that's going on in Vegas right now, if you live here already, if you don't know if you're visiting, um, and you're your area, it's the same thing for us. All the Joanne stores are closed. Done. It's a done deal. They're gone. I told a couple of people this week, and they were like surprised. I'm like, where have you been? But yeah, they're gone and they're closed. So I've been trying to visit local yarn shops. Not, well, I haven't done any local yarn shops yet. One of them closed just before Joann's, and that was Sin City Knits. And if you go back into some of my old, one of my first recordings, you'll see that I did a little interview, a little blurb on Sin City Knits, and I'm so sorry that they're gone. They were pretty far out from me, but the nearest one here would be Golden Needle on um, on Charleston, and perhaps I'll go ahead and try to visit them sometime this month, before the end of the month, so you can get an idea. But I have been snooping around, snooping around, and I'll try to stay still so I won't make you dizzy. I've been snooping around. My main places to snoop around was Joann's. I'm sorry. Snooping around Michael's. So here in Las Vegas, um, we have another city or another town called Henderson. I didn't go out there, but I heard a word that Henderson will have fabric. Um, I live in North Las Vegas, and I visited our Michaels here in North Las Vegas. They won't be getting any fabric. Matter of fact, their aisle where they had some pre-cuts actually shrunk. And what they did expand on was the sewing. So they are going to be sponsoring or um, what's the word? Promoting Singer. So they have Singer machines and Singer accessories and things like that from Singer. I have a Singer, but my Singer is so ancient. I have a 1800 Singer sewing machine, and don't go there with stupidity. It doesn't have electricity, so I know how old this machine is. She is old. She's a treadle foot power machine. There's no lighting on her, but I had polished her up, and she does work. She works well. The funny thing about it is that she will take any size needle. I've had some Singer machines that I've worked with that were newer models, and they only take Singer needles. So, and I tell people that I teach that you're not going to get, and you're going to have to use the Singer needles and other accessories for your Singer machine. I can't swap them out. I have a Cuscalana over here. I have a Junomi over there, and back here, let me see, yeah, back there is a very old Grenina. She's a Grenette 420. Um, and she will take the genome. She will take the regular needle. So they all take regular needles. Even the serger, she'll take regular serger needles. No big deal. But that Singer that I have up front will take any needle as well. She do have to have special feet because she is actually listed as a high powered machine because it was an industrial machine. So maybe I know somewhere in here I have pictures of her. So I'll put a picture up. Maybe I'll put it up in the demo so you can see how pretty she is when she is all cleaned up. So like I said, I have um, contacted Michaels. The one in North Las Vegas will not have any fabric, and the pre-cuts have shrunk. Now the one on Charleston and Decatur, which I consider central Las Vegas. I'm sorry, I promise not to swivel around. The one in central Las Vegas, she is getting fabric. I don't know what happened to my pictures. I have pictures of that place, but I don't know what happened to them. They somewhere in the ether. I'm having issues with all of this stuff. So stick with me. I was able to find my music, so that was a big deal for the day. Um, that one on Charleston and Decatur will have fabric. She's getting in fabric in there. Now remind everyone, they will cut the fabric in the framing department. All fabric will be cut in the framing department. Don't ask me how those two work it out, but I guess until they construct a area just for the fabric, everything will be cut in the framing area. Well, this is not my store. It's Michael's, not as ours. So that's how that works. So let me get into what else is going on. Um, I haven't gone to Hobby Lobby, and it's not because I have anything personally against Hobby Lobby, but here's what I see when I go to Hobby Lobby. So just let you know, well, let's add this to the stage so you can see why I don't go to Hobby Lobby. All right, this is a yarn department. Another picture of the yarn department. Oh, okay. So I guess I gotta. Okay, there we go. Work with me now. Okay, work with me. All right. So this is what happens. One more. This is what happens when I go to Hobby Lobby. Um. All right. So okay, how do we get this? This is it. Yeah. Hey, I'm back. So for those who've known or who've been here a couple of times, I'm colorblind. I can usually see very well in dim areas, but that area is so dark. I'm almost afraid I'm going to get mugged in here. It reminds me of Joann's a couple of years ago when I did a couple of when I did a little thing when I did a little recording at Joann's. It was so dark that it was I felt unsafe. It's not safe in those areas because I could fall, someone could fall out, no one would know you in there, and it's just giving me that old Joanne's vibe that y'all trying to shut this down. Now the rest of Hobby Lobby is well lit, except for the yarn departments, and that goes for both of the stores that are in the Las Vegas, Nevada area. They're dark, and I don't know why. I did have a problem years ago with Michael's being as dark as they are. I don't understand why would you not light a department that people need to see what's going on? You know, I don't know who does this stuff in that store. So anyway, that's one of the reasons why I'm not going to Hobby Lobby to look at their yarn. I wanted to go to see if they were going to have that end of the summer sale like they usually have. But now that I have my indoor colorblind glasses, which are tinted, and going in that dark area, I really can't see a darn thing. Now, year before last, when I went in and I bought some things, for some reason they had the aisles. What I usually buy was usually cotton. The aisles were they moved the aisles around. Now they've moved them back. It's just a tune in there. I'm not going until they do something about the light. But I did buy some yarn. Now, last video I showed you the yarn that I ordered. I think it was in May or June from Premier. Right after that, they had another sale. So, and I've been waiting to make this video so I can use this yarn. I only need one thing out of this, but it was time to make some new dishcloths for my kitchen, and my kitchen is red and white. And so I was able to order some here. Hopefully this is turned around for you because I don't know how to do this thing. It's jacked up. But I ordered some. I pulled it up real high. Huh? Okay. Anyway, what this is some premium cotton, premium home cotton. I was able to get it because I need some new washcloths in my light is flickering. I don't know what's going on. I hope you don't. I see it. I see it. So I know it's not me. I'm not having a stroke. It's my lighting is flickering. Okay, I stopped moving around, but now the lights want to flicker. It's one of them days. So anyway, I needed some new kitchen cloths. So now I can break this out this evening and start on my kitchen cloths. I have started on some Halloween um, ornaments. I have a friend who loves Halloween, and I have a feeling she's not going to celebrate it this year like she normally does. So I'm going to go ahead and make some things for her. And as well, I found a cute little pumpkin pattern. So I will actually try to come back again, once again this month because I have 2 hours to do this. So hopefully I use up this hour, not all of it, but and I'll have another hour to record because that's what StreamYard gives you, 2 hours a month for free. But I'll show you what I've made out of this, and I plan to do a knitted washcloths in my kitchen because the knitted ones, the pattern that I have for the knitted ones, which is usually it's just corner to corner, but they come out perfect. They soak up really well, and with the premier cotton, these are great because they have a mixture of. Is this the mixture of the 100% cotton? Yeah, that cotton and polyester. And the polyester really holds the color. And for some reason, it makes that cotton, well, it's not splitty because the way it's, to me, it's not splitty. Um, but it holds up it holds up. It doesn't get hard like sugar and cream. Yeah, it's a little smaller, but it works up well. And I'll make sure I'll show you what I've made out of that. Also, some of the pumpkins that I've made, I will give you the link for the pumpkins, and I'll probably give you the link for the washcloths. So moving on to what else I purchased, and I don't know why I just added this along, but it just looks so cute. I don't know what to make out of it yet. I don't like chunky yarns, but this one here, maybe I'll make my granddaughter a sweater. So this is Serenity Chunky. I have some Serenity. I'm gonna take this out. I have some Serenity in white, which I really wanted to add to it, but I think, oh, now I know what I said I wanted to do. I want to make a one of my emotional support chickens. So you were here last video. I did show you some of my support chickens. This time I will show you the ones that I've done in chunky, and that that's what I think I want to do. It's very hot here, even in the summertime. I mean, even in the wintertime, you don't really want to make a something out of chunky yarn. It's too hot. The only thing I think I'm making out of a chunky yarn, excuse me, I'm making out of chunky yarn is maybe a poncho because that way at least you can get the air underneath because it's so hot before you pass out. But this is called Serenity Chunky Candy, and maybe I'll make me a candy colored chicken. So I'll show you some more chickens this time because I got the chunky ones and they're so adorable. But I think a nice little, and like I said, I have some white left over in Serenity. So we'll make a chunky chicken. That sounds tasty, right? A chunky chicken so you can get to see how they look. She goes back in the bag. And then my next two, still my summer ones, but I didn't really want to get the fingering weight in this because I like fingering, but it takes so long. I know knitting and crochet are slow projects. To me, what do they call it? Slow something, slow knitting or whatever. And it's wonderful and it's great. But when I'm just trying to churn some things out because I want to see the end of it, I don't. I don't go for the fingering that much. I like fingering. I actually downloaded some fingering things today because I have a bunch of fingering. I want to get rid of that. But this, I'm out of here. This, I finally bought some. I finally bought some. I I shot it off and I got it. So I got some fruits. I have gotten some of the. I don't know if you can see this. This lighting is bad here. They're called sweet rolls. Sweet roll fruit. This one is banana. I don't know. This lighting is really funny. All right, all right. And this is backwards. And I don't know. Hopefully, it's forwards to you. This is goofy. Um, but these are sweet roll fruits, and this is banana. Um, I I know how it looks when you. Here's what it looks like. Knit it up. So I plan to knit it. I plan to knit it. I could crochet it, but I think I want to knit it. Maybe some um, hats, maybe some little what do you call beanies, because there's nothing like having a banana on your head in the middle of the winter to brighten up your day to know that it's going to be warm again. And this is 100% acrylic, and it's more than enough to make a beanie. And this, because they come in, it's a size 4 medium weight yarn, and how many yards is in this? 174 yards, which is 100, which is 3.5 ounces. No, 100 grams. I can do with the grams. So I know 50 grams will make a nice size beanie. Um, I'll find some white to put with this. I have some loops and thread white, and maybe make a Bremen white, and this is banana, or the Bremen banana. Anyway, I'll figure it out. But yeah, that's cute as can be. And then last but not least, I bought my favorite fruit of the summer. Like, that's why I said I want to get some stuff summery yarn for the winter, so you really don't have to think about how chilly it is, because it don't really get cold. It's chilly, but weather's just changing. I'm not even gonna talk about the weather. The weather is a changing, so who knows? We might have a very cold winter here. The next one I got is watermelon. Yes, watermelon. Same weight, same amount of yardage in grams, and this is what it looks like when it's um when it's knitted. And like I said, I love it. It got the little seeds in it and everything. Oh, it's refreshing. If you're gonna see this in the wintertime and you have your little watermelon hat on, come on. That's cute. I don't know. Maybe I'll make one hat. I do have a great little um sweater pattern from, maybe I'll make my granddaughter's sweater out of it and a hat to go with it. We'll know. We'll see. So that's that. So let me get to, these are my finished objects. I don't have any FOs to show you. I have FO. No, no, nothing I'm working on right now because it's all in the back room and it's pretty big. So we'll see. Because I'm working on a bunch. Well, here's one of I'm gonna have to back up because she's a big chicken. This is a chunky chicken, a chunky chicken. And no, my chickens don't have eyes. It's against my faith to make things with eyes, but I can still make objects. And this is a chunky chicken. She is mohair and acrylic. So there she goes. She's fuzzy. She's big, and she's beautiful. She's nice and well packed in there. And yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do with these chickens just yet. If you have any suggestions, please contact me. I'm at Thimble Shuttle 64 at gmail.com, or you can just put a comment inside the video here. So subscribe and you can say something. But I'm probably just gonna take a poll and see how much people are liking this chicken. So that's one chunky one number one. And oh yeah, I have holiday chicken. I don't celebrate holidays that everybody else celebrate. However, I make them just because I have friends who do. And I made them. Yes, it is. And she's sparkly. I don't know if you can see the sparkles on him or her. And but yep, they're all sparkly for that special holiday. Um, and if you just want to use them for decor, I don't know why these chickens came out bigger than the other chickens, but they're called What my grandmother used to call them? Capons. Hey, I remembered something my grandma taught me. Capons. They're not chickens. These are capons. Okay? These are capons. These are big ones. All right? And someone had given me some yarn some years ago, and I'm like, what am I going to do with this? Because I don't celebrate holiday. But I kept it around. This is a smaller one. This is a normal size. So, yeah, she's not a capon. So, this is actually red. I don't know why it's coming up pink. Let me see if I can adjust the color here because first of all the colors are jumping around any darn way. Okay, where is there are wires all over the place. I hope I don't electrocute myself with all these darn wires. Okay, there is a wire for this somewhere down here. Ah, I see it. Okay. Alright. So let me see if I can change the aperture here. Nope. That's not gonna do it. Oh, well we went up. We went up. Okay. Nope. That's closer. A little bit closer. Getting any darker, you won't be able to see me in this video. Alright, so that's a little bit closer to the colors that this chicken is, but she's actually a nice cherry red. So let's lighten things up a little bit so I can get back into the frame. Alright, get back to some natural color. Cherry red and a variegated yarn. But this is the regular size of how most of the chickens will come out. So I haven't made any plans on how I'm going to distribute these chickens. Um, I do want to think about when people have accidents and things like that. I don't know. Something keeps jumping up on my screen and keeps saying I'm having computer problems. And the only problem I'm having is that I have this janky computer here. Yeah, go away. So, just an idea. I have several outlets that I can sell them on. Please don't tell me to do Etsy. Etsy's a headache. I don't know. I've tried. I had some things on Etsy, and then last month they contacted me and said something went wrong and correct and crazy, and I'm not trying to deal with them anymore. But I do have a website that I deal with. It's called Made in Nevada .org. I'm going to probably put some things up there, and it's a easier site to deal with. So I will let you know if I decide to put some of the chickens on there. If you've seen any of the chickens that you would like to purchase, contact me and I'll give you a price. But in the meantime, some of them probably will be going to donations for um, children or anyone who has experienced some trauma because these are emotional support chickens. Yes, and he's a cutie, isn't he? But no eyes. He's still a cutie. If you want eyes, I will send you eyes. You can put in your own eyes, okay? But yeah, I'll put some eyes in a packet. You can put them in yourself. But I don't put eyes in my chickens or any other animals that I make. So that's it with the chicken. So I'm trying to think what else I wanted to make sure I mention here before I close out. Maybe I'll actually have some extra time and can actually say time. Oh no, I know what I wanted to do. Today, I was fortunate enough to have a one of the guys that I know, his parent, um, request that I help him out with his Cub Scout badge. Not Cub Scout. I'm sorry. I was a Cub Scout leader at one time, so I'll keep saying Cub Scout. A Boy Scout, and the Boy Scouts I did not know actually have a textile badge that they can get before they go on to Eagle Scout. So, young man requested that I help him out, and I'm more than happy to do that. I did this for 4-H. So, anybody familiar with 4-H? The same type of deal for them, except for 4-H really got into, I can't remember what was going on with 4-H. We had to identify, not just identify the fibers, the textiles, but we also did things like pre-washing and identifying what to do with this kind of fabric. So what I'm thinking is I would love to, and I started to do this last year before I got sick, um, before that illness overcame me and put me out for a whole year. I would like to go through some fibers with everyone. I don't have my little setup like I did with the young man, but next recording, I'm gonna try to cut this short so I have time for the next recording and go over some fibers with you because many times when we get into fibers, we get kind of stuck in this is what I only like. I only like cotton, I only like wool, I only like this kind of fabric. I don't touch the other one. I have people who have no clue of fabric. My girlfriend, like I said last year, I wanted to make her something, and I know she doesn't like cotton and she doesn't like wool. And I told her, I said, what about linen? And she tells me it wrinkles. Honey, if I'm knitting it, it's not going to wrinkle. But my friend didn't know that. So, and there's probably people out there that doesn't know that. Linen is not going to wrinkle on you because it's knitted. It's not woven. So we're going to go over that too. What's knitted, what's woven. So tell me what you think. Let me know. Contact me here in the video. Let me know if that's something that you'd like to see. And don't forget to like or subscribe and share this with your friends. Thank you very much for all those people who watched this video, been watching my videos. I love you so much because I never thought this was going to be like anything but just me yakking away. So I'm going to stop yakking, save some time for next time. And it's Friday night, and I'm going to make me some pasta and some fish. And enjoy my evening. You have a great one. Stay cool, stay hydrated, and keep on stitching whatever you're doing. Thank you so much. My salam. Have a good weekend, y'all.